It's Scuba Kane. 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 It's Scuba Kane.
Okay, y'all know who it is, your main man, Scuba Kane, in the building with y'all right now. I hope it's a good day for y'all. We are going to talk about Freeway Ricky Ross. Reveal he allegedly owes Rick Ross $1 million. Now, if Freeway Ricky Ross allegedly owes $1 million to the Rick Ross, I don't know. I would never understand that, because it's like, how do Freeway Ricky Ross owe the money when Rick Ross took his name? You know, but it says Ricky Ross recently appears on the Joe Rogan Experience, contained a lot of emotions. Okay, and he was talking about how he sued Rick Ross, and Rick Ross turned around and won the lawsuit. You know what I'm saying, Quave, man?
Yeah.
It's like, how do they get away with that? How did Rick Ross win the lawsuit? And it was Rick Ross who stole Freeway Ricky Ross' name while he was in jail. Did that make any sense to you, man?
Nope, not at all.
I don't get it. And if you, all the listeners out there, if y'all want to get in on the conversation, comment, on YouTube, follow us, please like, subscribe, so our numbers can go up and we keep bringing you, crazy news. And also get the app, Hot Rush Radio app on your phone. I always tell everybody, go to Google Play, get Hot Rush Radio app on your phone. But with that being said, so it goes to saying that Freeway Ricky Ross recently appeared on that show with Joe Rogan Experience. It was a lot of emotion. And he goes to saying he was a correction officer, is what Freeway Ricky Ross was saying. But when he got some money, they all forgot about it. Freeway Ricky Ross said of Rick Ross, you got gangsters doing records with him. People who say they hate snitches doing records with the police officer. That's what they saying about Rick Ross. I don't think just because Rick Ross was a correction officer, that's not a police officer. Police officer, what's up?
The game dissed him about it too.
Oh, he
Calling
did?
him a cop.
Yeah, see, that's not. That's
I don't
not
think he's a cop. He was a security.
Just like if you're doing security, that's not a cop. A cop, actually, cops hate security, bro.
He was a security before he was before he even started rapping.
He was?
Yeah. That's what the game said. He was a security guard.
Before he even touched the mic.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
man.
his first job.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yep.
But see, the thing is that there's nothing wrong with being a correction officer as long as he, did what his job was to do. But if he's a correction officer and playing like a cop, then it's different. But he's not a cop.
Yeah.
So I'm just tired of them saying that, and it ain't that I'm taking up for Rick Ross or nothing like that. But a cop is a cop. A cop arrests people. A cop, pull over you and give you tickets and, take you to jail. Freeway Ricky Ross was just a correction officer who is working in the jails. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what people got to understand. So that don't mean he's a snitch.
No, because that's exactly what they're gonna think. That he.
But why?
I don't know. The game literally called him a snitch. Like they The game just called him a fed.
But that only
And
thing that Rick Ross did is he took the Freeway Ricky Ross name. And I got some here's the YouTube on the whole
The
incident.
Joe Rogan Experience.
On the
Have you
John
ever seen
Rogan
anybody
Experience.
confront Rick Ross about you?
Not in person. No. Anytime I'm around, he disappears.
But is there any video of anybody hey, why are you running around with this dude's name when this dude's out of jail now?
Well, these guys, they kind of like we talked about. When you got some money, they don't care if you beating women or making them lick tampons. Everybody fuck with you.
Right.
So he was on top of the world.
He was a corrections officer.
Yeah, but he was. But when he got some money, they forgot about he was a correctional officer. You got gangsters, doing records with him, and
I don't know.
people who say, "Oh, I hate snitches" and all this, but they doing records with a police officer who put handcuffs. I got letters from guys that was in jail with him when he was a correctional officer, and they told me what a shitty guy he was. That they would be shooting dice. He would take the dice and all the money, and they got extra soup. He'd take the soups, and
wow,
and just stuff that normal officers just don't. Officers
check and make sure everything.
I mean, everybody in jail got extra soups. You save your soups because it might come a time and you ain't got them, so you stack your stuff up. But most officers don't even care. Who cares about extra soup? We trying to get the dope dealers and the guys with the knives,
right?
But then you got those ones, and they're like, "Oh, well, you got an extra pair of underwear. You going to the hole."
Really? And that's how he was?
That's how he was. They say that's the kind of cop he was. And then when I hear that he's the biggest gangster rapper on the planet, it's like,
it's just so crazy. What is it like having a dude running around out there with your name? Like, if there was a rapper out there named Joe Rogan, I'd be like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's crazy, like, how would you take my name and not have the decency to ask me first of all? You should have asked, but then never pay homage. He won't even admit that he stole the name. He tells people that he invented the name. Like, how the fuck do you invent this name?
Well, it's so crazy because the name was famous. Your name was famous. Everybody knew who you were. When the case came out and when the connection to the Iran-Contra affair came out.
Wow.
When everybody found out what was going on, you were a legend.
Yeah, you throw a few $1 million, toward Instagram and Facebook and
wow.
The radio station, and everybody forget about that, and you put a little gold chain on.
Man, so basically he's trying to say that, Rick Ross didn't pay him anything. And if you guys think that Rick Ross should have paid Freeway Ricky Ross something, man, comment, let me know what y'all think out there. It's your boy Scuba Kane, and please like, follow, subscribe, support your boy, man, because I'm just sitting here trying to give y'all some of that good news. You know what I'm saying? So, tell your friend, tell them come in, hang out. If you ain't got nothing to do late night, chill with your boy. Anyway, I'm chopping it up about Rick Ross and Freeway Ricky Ross, and Freeway Ricky Ross is claiming that he owes Rick Ross some money. Now, if that's true, then that's not fair, because Rick Ross should owe Freeway Ricky Ross some branding money. Just at least get a man something. $4 million, a new Bentley. You riding his name. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Anyway, let's keep on to see what he's talking about right here on the show right here. Check it out. Now,
make a decision. When did the public first become known?
So check it out, y'all. He's talking. Let's go back because the sound, I didn't have that sound where it needed to be. Check it out. I'm sorry, man. So check it out. This is some deep. This deep right here. When he said he went to court. He went to court and he lost the case. He talked a little bit about it. Check it out.
Could be another Rick Ross out there. I've met other Joe Rogans. That's real.
Me too. I met other Rick Rosses.
But what the fuck, man? The guy knows who you are. Everybody knows who you are. Takes your name. I mean, it's like, it doesn't even make sense that it's like, didn't you have a case? You had like a legal case about it.
I lost the case.
How the fuck did you lose?
They say I should have filed a lawsuit. The judge got to make a technical decision. She had to make a decision. When did the public first become known of him using my name? So what she did is she picked a little radio station outside of Miami that played his record for the first time. So that was the date that the public first became known that he was using the name.
So there was a statute of limitations of when you were supposed to address it?
Yes.
How much time?
2 years.
What?
Wow.
2 years.
Wow, I gotta see that. I gotta see that again. Man, what do y'all think, man? I think Freeway Ricky Ross got a bad guy. It's just not good. Rick Ross should have gave him a little something. That's my Quave. What you think, man? Do you think Rick Ross should give Freeway Ricky Ross since he took his name, or do you think it's all good?
I mean, it's too late now. I mean, what can you do now? Rick Ross is really big in the game now. You really can't really.
Yeah, but still, you can't leave a man down. He took his name, and then I don't know. You right. It's late in the game, but still, this man's still alive. He's still breathing. Give him a little bit of money.
That's like 50 taking this singer's name called the singer's name is called Scent.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name.
Really?
Yeah, there's an R&B singer called Scent.
And 50 took it or what?
I don't know, but 50 name is 50 Cent, and 50 ain't tripping on the R&B singer. That's like if 50 got in beef with the R&B singer Cent, and then now they beef. But
what the?
It's not really a big deal for real. Like with me, they saying I took Quavo's name. My name Quave. Yeah, I'm not beefing with Quavo.
I don't know.
I'm just like.
That's interesting. That's very.
Yeah, there's a rapper called Scent. Yeah.
And 50, I don't think.
But 50 and that was back in the day, though.
I don't know, bruh. Scent.
Yeah, that was back in the day. You
can't sue him for Scent.
Yeah, there's a
that's
rapper.
Just the 50 of the Scent. I don't know.
There's an R&B singer called Scent. Yeah.
And you think 50 could sue him for that? Taking a little Scent.
No,
I think Scent is a free.
Scent.
I don't know.
Scent had that name first, and then 50 just put 50 right by that.
And called itself 50 Cent.
Yeah, so
I don't know. That's kind of.
It is. It is weird.
But check this out, man. Check this out. He talking about when he went to jail, when he was in jail, and how check it out, how the name was taken, and how he lost the lawsuit, and peep it out, man. It's some interesting, because I just don't understand how Freeway Ricky Ross owe $1 million to Rick Ross. That's the whole thing. That don't, to me, man, that just don't make no sense, bro. Like, come on, he already lost the lawsuit. Now he owes $1 million. Let's see what he's saying, man.
That don't make no sense.
Time frame, I should have filed my lawsuit 5 days before I got out of jail.
Oh my God! There's a statute of limitations of when you were supposed to address it.
Yes.
How much time?
2 years.
What?
Yeah, 2 years. So if we went by her time frame, I should have filed my lawsuit 5 days before I got out of jail.
Oh my God!
I was 5 days late.
That's so crazy.
But I think she would have found another reason to come up with a date.
Well, the record company probably would have helped, right? I mean, think about how much money they're making off of him.
Oh yeah, they would have owed me. They have 15 lawyers.
Oh,
you know how much money they say they spent on the lawsuit?
How much?
$1.5 million.
Wow.
You know how much they offered me?
How much?
0.
0.
They never come and say, "Hey, man."
What would you have
Wow.
accepted just to like?
Well, you know, Joe, my mom, we was getting evicted out of my mom's house during the time of the lawsuit. So I imagine if she was losing her house for $220,000. So if somebody would have came up and said, "Hey, I'll sell your mom's house," because you know I was worried about my mom. My mom was at that time she was 83, 84.
Wow,
And
that's
one of my biggest
crazy,
concerns was her being
man. Wow. So what he's saying, and I'm seeing what he getting to, Quave.
Mhm.
If Rick just break a little bread, ain't nothing wrong with giving. You making some good money.
Yeah.
You already used the name. Come on, man. Give Rick Freeway a little bit of something. Come together as a team. You know, come together as a team of strong individual men.
Yeah.
You know, and make something of it. That's my thing. I'm saying they could make something bigger than being separate in one Freeway Ricky Ross, this Ricky Ross.
And like
You know what I mean?
you could still give you.
It could
he
be-
could still do it. Cause
Can
I
you
mean,
imagine?
it's at the same time. I know this ain't in the mix with it, but he's a black man struggling. I mean,
Right. But
so,
can
like,
you imagine if these two guys had came together from day one? I mean, not just break bread, but get together as a team and work as partnership.
Yeah,
That's what Rick Ross should have did instead of
put him in his label.
yeah, instead of trying to fight and run from it, bring them to the team, make a team, and you know the things that could have happened.
Ain't
Man,
Rick a
That's what I'm saying.
singer or a rapper or something?
Freeway Rick Ross, yeah, that's right. You're
Freeway.
younger,
Yeah.
so you don't
Is he
know.
a
Yeah, that's
singer?
right, man. Y'all gotta
Is he a
excuse
s-
Quave. He from a younger generation.
Is he a singer?
Quave from
rapper?
a younger generation.
Yeah, so I don't really
real,
know.
yeah. So he don't even know what's up with like
Yeah.
Rick Ross'
I don't
first
really-
hits and stuff like that. You was a little in diapers, but
Yeah.
Rick Ross been out for some years, man.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, Rick Ross, and then Freeway Ricky Ross was doing some time, and then you had 50 beefing around this time with Rick Ross, so you didn't know a lot about what was going on because you was real little.
Yeah, so I don't.
Man, I think because your age, you was not even teenager when this was
50
cracking
Cent
off.
wasn't even famous back then. Like
Nah,
that.
so what I'm saying is, so really, man, the thing is, they feel like that Rick Ross should break bread to Freeway Ricky Ross because there ain't no way in heck Freeway Ricky Ross should be on any kind of money. Period.
Yeah.
Period. And there's a loophole in that too. You know, there's good lawyers that can really dig into it and get some real info. But I want to hear what you guys got to think about it. It's kind of delay on the comments.
And he seemed like he
What's
not.
that? It look like a comment up there. What's that comment from who?
He got.
Let me see, man.
He said.
Cause it's delay on the
he said,
comment.
I watched that episode.
Oh, really? Okay.
He should at least have to address. He said at least have to address it.
And who said that comment? Billy Black. What's up? Billy Black. If I didn't say your name, Billy Blackburn.
Yep.
Man, appreciate you supporting the show, man. You the coolest. Please, man, get your friends to come check us out, hang out with us, man. And if we see the comments, we will get to it. It's a kind of delay on our end, man, so we getting it slow. But if you stay on, we see it, we're gonna holler at you. You know what I mean? We trying to watch it. But you right, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. Freeway Ricky Ross, I like both of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the way Freeway Ricky Ross got out of jail and he went and he put it down, man. He marked it. He didn't just get out, you know, and go after Rick Ross and sue him. He went out and made a name for himself and built his name back up. And that's love right there, man. He a cool dude. And I just think Rick Ross should break some bread. You know what I mean? Let's see what he's saying.
So I probably would have took $220,000 if he would have came and said, "Hey, I'm gonna sell your mom's house."
Let me see. Hold on. He said he would have took two. Hold on.
83, 84.
Look at this.
And one of my biggest concerns was her being homeless.
Wow.
So I probably would have took $220,000 if he would have came and said,
That
"Hey, I'm
ain't
gonna sell
bad.
your mom's house." let me have Rick Ross. Change your name to
Nah,
Mitch
man.
or whatever.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
you would-
Nah, I wouldn't have sold out the name, man, because that's still that like I say, the name got my blood on it. Nah, I wouldn't have. I would have took that money. But nah, I would have kept my name. He said he probably would have gave him the
Okay.
name. I don't know
I'ma
about
have
that. Y'all tell me that.
I'm gonna have the comments on my phone. That'd make
You
it
can see
easier.
him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, that'd be cool. But man, y'all tell me what y'all think if he should have, if Freeway Ricky Ross, should give up the name. Just to give, because that's what it sounded like he would have did for that 200. I'm gonna go back and play it back and see if I'm hearing things, but it does sound like he said, man, he would even gave the name for the what? Let's see. Now I don't know about that, but check it out.
To Mitch, if he would have came and said, "Hey, I'm gonna sell your mom's house. Let me have Rick Ross. Change your name to
Nah,
Mitch or whatever."
nah.
Well, you
nah,
wouldn't
nah,
have to change your name. That's crazy.
But I would
Just
have.
license it.
I didn't even care about the name.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care about the name like that.
Right.
I just felt that it was so disrespectful
Yeah.
that he didn't come and ask me, or he didn't show any consideration, or
But see, I'm gonna tell you, rappers do that when they come. It's like I'm gonna tell you about that name thing, and people be on the internet. Think about when you trying to come out and you a new rapper, you on the internet, you looking for a name. And so I can't blame Rick Ross, but I do blame him on this. He knew this brother. That's what I blame him. See, when you trying to find a name and you a rapper coming out brand new, you don't know the people you stealing the name from.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, I think Rick Ross knew this dude from jail when he was a correction officer. You see what I'm saying? But I don't
Probably
know.
so.
Don't quote me. If y'all know that, let me know. If he did, bruh, he outright
Wait,
took
so
that name, bruh.
this dude right here knew Rick Ross when he was a security? Or
Yes, that's what he was talking a little bit when I was reading it. Sound like he knew Rick Ross when he was a correction officer and he was in jail, incarcerated. And
Probably
Rick
so.
Ross was his correction officer. I don't know, but it did sound like that when I was reading some of that. So y'all tell me, did Freeway Ricky Ross actually know Rick Ross from jail? Because they say Rick Ross was a correction officer. These guys, and see, if that's the case, Rick Ross wrong for that. That's cold, bruh. Now that's cold. If I was a correction officer and I know this brother locked up and and I'm in there and I get out, get a record deal, and now I take this man's name while he locked up.
yeah.
Oh, he know him? Nah, that's cold. That most rappers just be on the internet looking up names and like, let me see that. They ain't tripping like that, thinking of an old mafia man name like Wu-Tang Clan, man. I think they switched up some names on them Kung Fu movies. Tell me, man, am I right or wrong? Y'all know what's in Wu-Tang out your league too, man. Wu-Tang Clan, Method Man, Wu-Tang Clan, that's who, Wu-Tang. But I swear there was some names pulled from a Chinese movie. Y'all tell me if I'm right. If you see this, let me know if I'm right, man. But most names are taken and they don't know the person they taking the name from. But it sure do sound like Rick Ross knew this dude. I don't know. Check it out. Let's see.
or pay any homage to the fact that he actually took my name. So, but yeah, I probably would have took 250,000. If they'd have said 300,000, I'd have been tickled pink.
Man, when somebody take your name and admit to it, I'm just chopping this up, y'all. So, if you guys seen it, like you say, you seen it, it's good. I'm just going through it, trying to see, and get a feel of what was really going on. You know what I mean? Because I actually seen the movies and all that about it. But I'm just chopping it up with y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about the whole situation. I'm just giving you my opinion on the whole situation because it was big news. It actually was big news back when all this was going on. And 50, it was a beef. And I think all this, and it ain't no excuse for what Rick Ross done, but I think it all was around a beef with 50, and then 50 went and got Rick Ross. That's what I think in jail and told about it, or went in and helped Freeway Ricky Ross, 50 Cent. But if I'm wrong, let me know, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me if I'm wrong about that. But all I'm saying is, Rick Ross used the name, made good money, and honestly, he should break my man. Or what's wrong with it, man? What's wrong if you pulling a couple million? Come on,
somebody said Rick Ross should give him the money. I think.
Who said that?
Some dude named the God.
The God. Shout out to the God, man. Appreciate you, man. Please support, subscribe, man. We want to move up. You know what I mean? We trying to move up. Subscribe to us and support us, man. We give you shout out all the time on the show. You know what I mean? Shout out to you. If you got a business or something you want me to shoot out there, shoot it to me. You know what I mean? In the comments or something, I'll do that for you. But with that being said, man, I don't know, Quave, man. I don't know. It's weird, man, how you can steal somebody's name, and blow up these days. And it's happening, bro. This happening. This ain't just Rick Ross. I mean, I think the internet is like the place to go to get ideas for major companies. It's major companies jump on the internet, do a search real quick. Let's see. And they're not realizing that they're taking somebody else's hard work. They put it out there, that name, but they going online thinking, we going to just take this and twist. I've heard songs that majors then went online and twisted and changed names, and it's all kind of crazy stuff. So
people just taking names now, and it's like insane.
Right. I'm not surprised of it, because it ain't like that. This something new.
But they was doing that back then too.
Yeah, this ain't like something that new that just started happening. It's getting ridiculous. That's when, you got a man who in jail come out talking about it. I knew it was kind of wild because it was going on for some time. You know what I mean? It's been going on for some years. Let's see what my man Freeway Ricky Ross was saying, man. We chop it up some more about, what he talking about. Let's check it out.
Because I felt that I didn't need much money to get started.
Meanwhile, we spent 1.5?
1.5 million. I owe them right now. I owe them $1 million.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm $1 million. I got $1 million judgment.
What?
Against
You have to pay their legal fees.
I had to pay their legal fees.
Oh.
And then the judge was like, "Oh, well, I don't believe you guys."
Nah, man, nah.
What?
And that's not even cool, man. That's the part I'm upset about. My man do all that time in jail, come out to try to get his name, at least something from somebody ripping him off. And now the judge, man, that's cold. That is, to me, everybody see it. We all see it. Nobody's stupid. And I agree that, if he have firm evidence knowing and there's a connection and Rick Ross was around him, come on. And then if Rick Ross wasn't still, he admitted that he did it. Rick Ross admitted to the crime because he never denied he didn't do it. Yeah. So I feel like, man, it should be some money out there, being paid. Check it out.
We spend 1.5 million, but maybe $1 million.
Oh my God.
She gave me $1 million judgment.
Isn't that insane? For your name. Your fucking name.
Yeah.
And you can't appeal this?
Well, we appealed it, but
Man.
once you lose to the appeals court, you're not going to the Supreme Court or anything like that. Yeah. So, that's how he wound up being able to continue to use the name. He changed to Rose though.
Yeah.
Because they thought they might lose.
All
If this judge
Rose.
picks a different date,
Yeah.
Now Rick Ross, that's why he changed her to Rose. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that's why he changed it from Rick Ross to Rose, because he thought he was going to.
I didn't know his name was Rose.
Yeah, Rick Ross Rose. Hey, I love Rick Ross, man. I love both of these guys. Like I say, I got a lot of respect for Freeway Ricky Ross because he came out and he did his thing. He got his name in another way that he could. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But man, I didn't know Rick Ross had. That's why he became Rose. Man, that's you learn something new every day, man. But what the comments saying? We got some comments up there.
Somebody said the same dude, the guy said I subbed and liked.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Like I say, we appreciate y'all. Please, man, support us. Man, we got a lot of great things going on. We talk about news and chopping it up about all kind of stuff that's going on around the world. So feel free to comment on anything we talk about. You know, just keep it cool. You know what I'm saying? And hang out with us, man. Me and Quave, man. Don't forget to download. We do have an app that you could download
That's
if you.
the 4 people in here.
Yeah. We do got an app that, you know what I'm saying, that, let me see, right here. Be sure to download the app, Hot Rush Radio app. It's a fire app on Android. And you could watch us actually live on your phone. Straight up, like right now, this show. If you had the Hot Rush Radio app, it's the flaming one. Remember, you'll see the flames. You could literally watch us in your car right now, this show, right now. Check it out. See? Look, this is it. So, and that's on my phone if you got an Android. Now, if you got an Apple, you have to go to hotrushradio.com and subscribe from the website, and then you can watch us live from, you know, website on your phone. You know what I'm saying? But hang out with us. Let's see what else Freeway Ricky Ross is saying about the whole situation. Y'all hang out with us while we break this down and chop it up about this, because there's a lot to chop it up about. And I feel like my man Freeway Ricky Ross really got a bad hand. It seemed like he got a bad hand in life, man. Because think about this, man. If you really think about my man's story, man, the feds, you know, CIA dealing with this man, doing these things with my man. You know, the people who we think supposed to be protecting us, and is got my man involved in something illegal. Then want to arrest him. Then he goes to jail. And a couple years later, somebody steal my man's name. Come on. It seemed like he got a bad hand, man, because he ain't asking. If you really think about it, my man Freeway Ricky Ross is not asking for this stuff. He ain't go to the CIA and say, hey, bring me some drugs. You know what I mean, Quave?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I think my man got dealt a bad hand in life, or just right off the bat, you know, and that ain't cool, man. And then, you know, his name get ripped.
Yeah, that's
you know,
messed up.
that's not cool, man. So being real and keeping it 100, they should mail him a check. My boy Rick Ross should go ahead and shake hands with my man and break him off and keep on pushing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And make that money together. You might as well. I could see, like, if he wasn't making any money off the name, you know what I mean, it'd be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he really ain't making the money he say he's making, you know, off the name, then that's why he don't want to break bread and give a little bit of money. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But let's break it down some more, man. Let's check it out.
We go to trial,
Right.
and they didn't want to go to trial. I think if they went to trial, everybody in LA would have hammered him. Like, you know, you stole that name. If you'd have heard the thing that he did, you know, because we did his deposition. We took his depo. That was the first time I ever met him in person. You know, he wouldn't shake my hand either.
Oh,
No,
now
he walked in.
hold on. Now that hurt me right there. You still my man name. My man coming to you being cool. You wouldn't shake his hand. You wouldn't shake his hand. Come on, Rick Ross. Come
That's
on,
messed
man.
up.
That don't even sound like, to me. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. This whole situation with Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross, you know, he's still trying to keep his name in the public, you know, by even doing this show that he did. He's keeping his people to know that he's Freeway Ricky Ross.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the things that he's going through is just terrible for, you know, it's but they made a movie about it. What's that, son, I forgot that movie. Anyway, so y'all tell me what y'all think about the whole situation. But you got a comment.
Yeah, somebody said Freeway Ricky is a lawyer.
Yeah, he is.
And that was by Ryan Rude.
What's up, man? If we say your name wrong, we sorry, man.
Ryan Root.
Okay.
Ruiz.
Okay. Shout out to Ryan, man. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you so much. We appreciate you commenting. And yeah, you're right. But my whole thing is that if you gonna steal somebody's name and make it obvious and everybody know and you know they know, just give up. Why you gonna fight him? He gotta pay. Now look, he's gotta pay all these fees, and you know you wrong. Rick Ross, man, come on, bro. Y'all get together, man, and I think it could be more of a bigger thing with two of y'all working together on things. You know what I mean, Quave?
He said it's okay about spelling his name wrong.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, we don't mean it. But anyway, let's see what my man, y'all kick it with us. Man, it's late night on our end. I don't know what time it is on y'all end, but we chilling, man. Late night, lounging with y'all, man. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. What else he's talking about with this whole situation? Because to me, it's ridiculous what my man going through, and I've always wanted to talk about it, but I just didn't want to, be in too involved in it. But check it out, man. It's wild.
It was a big table. It was about 12 people in the room, and he walks in and he walks around the table, shakes everybody, including my lawyer. He shakes my lawyer's hands and everybody, and I stood up to shake his hand because I don't have no hard feelings, just give me my money.
Right. I hear him. Man, he real.
He rolls his eyes at me and walks away. Turns the show.
Come on now.
Come
on now.
And then he comes up with this. Oh my goodness, I don't know where he got the story from. He said he played football in high school, and the whole team was called the Big East.
I heard about that.
Right.
And some guy was trying to call him Big East and accidentally called him the Big Boss, and then somebody else called him Rick Ross. It went from Big Boss to Rick Ross. That's his story.
That's the dumbest.
How he came up with the name Rick Ross.
That's the dumbest fucking story.
Wow.
If I would have hammered him just for saying, come to my court.
Wow. So that story is kind of kiddish, bruh.
Bro said
that's childish.
Ryan said 1059 in LA County.
Oh, shout out to LA, man.
LA County.
Definitely shout out to LA, man. Yeah, man, but that's kind of fishy, bruh. That don't sound right. It sound like he made that up overnight. Rick Ross know he wrong for that.
So his name is Boss.
So he said somebody gave him. Now he done put it on somebody else now. Cause come on, now go get the person that told you that. We need to find out where the root, cause that person that told you, gave you that name, Rick Ross. Where is he at? And confirm it. Then we need to know why did he call you Rick Ross? He might have seen that hustling in you and he thought about Rick Ross that's in jail. Usually that's how nicknames are put on when, you like, man, you remind me of, how somebody be like, man, you remind me of, I don't know. Anyway, and then they turn around and put the name on you.
Ryan said home of Freeway Ricky.
Yeah, Oh, yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah, he at the home, and that that's love. West Coast, man, West Coast.
Yep.
One love. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Rick Ross need to come ahead and get that money on to him and quit playing around because this man's still fighting for that.
He said, I think Rick Ross took the name because he thought Freeway was gone for life.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, that's definitely true.
So he probably thought he was gone.
Yep, thought he was gone, man. And, guess what? He got food. And you don't do that because, like I say, there's a lot of people. I think it kind of might have slowed up a little bit. I know when the internet first came out, it was a lot of name stealing.
Yeah.
A lot of names. Like people had celebrity names because the early internet, all people wasn't on there like that. So you had people on there first stealing names, and then when the real celebrity come on there, now this is early internet. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, like MySpace.
Early internet, man. When the internet it wasn't even stores. You couldn't find a store on the internet. It was just one or two, and then it grew. But it was people who were on there first using celebrity names, seriously. And then these celebrities the internet started growing. And then these celebrities was putting their names on there and fighting with these people, man. It was crazy early internet. So these names stealing is like something internet, type thing. Now, I don't know how Rick Ross, but I'm telling you, internet was around that time too. So it's no telling how he really got the name.
He said Rick Ross was a correction officer.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
He was, man.
Yeah, he was.
And that don't mean he was a cop. That's why I'll tell you, if he correction officer. Cop arrests correction officers, bruh. I ain't even lying. The police is their own gang. People got to stop mixing like correction, probation with the police. Because police is police, probation is probation, and they're not all the same.
They're not all connected.
Because I'm telling you, when it hit the fan, the police going to be arresting the probation officer.
Just like that thing. Just like
when he break the law.
Just like the thing bondsman is police.
Yeah, they're not. Bondsman's not. They're all separate, just have different arrest powers, but they're not. It's not the same. So people got to know that, because they was like saying Rick Ross was a snitch. He worked for the police.
Yeah,
nah, man. Honestly, it's cops who don't even like correction officers, because they just, and then you got correction officers who become cops, because that's like their next step into the police.
And Rick Ross
so it works both ways.
Rick Ross said he didn't want to be that.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't want to be that.
I didn't know that.
He didn't want to.
Okay. I didn't know that, man.
But he was like he had no choice.
But y'all tell me, do y'all think Rick Ross like a snitch rapper, man, because he was a correction officer? I would like to know what y'all think, man. Me personally, I don't, because correction officer, police. Now, if he was in there talking like snitching on people like other rappers, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah,
well, I just heard he was a correction officer. I've never heard of him snitching on anybody.
The only person that brought
everybody was trying to put that.
The only person that brought that out was The Game. Didn't nobody else say that?
Oh, really? The Game was.
Yeah, he was saying that.
I mean, there was a time.
The Game was saying.
There was a time when somebody was saying that. I think 50 was beefing with Rick Ross at one time. It was terrible. 50 just did that. My man Cole, some of the things, and them beefs, man, get crazy.
Yeah, the diss track,
man, like they take it to the street.
The diss track, The Game did on Rick Ross was insane.
Yeah, but we gotta stop taking it to the street, man, because I don't know how you go from dissing to now you have to about to kill the man.
All that violence gotta stop.
This like it started out, okay, we battling on wax. How you go from battling on wax to shooting a man, bruh?
Ryan,
it's entertainment.
Ryan said, I
don't get that, bruh.
Ryan said, I don't think he was a snitch.
Nah, I don't think so either, Ryan. I don't think so either, bruh, because that was his job, and he wasn't a cop. Now, if he was a cop and became a rapper, which there's cops that have, I think, man, everybody has a choice, if he's a cop, become a rapper, who cares if he making some cold music?
You never really seen that, though. I ain't gonna lie. A cop.
It's cops that made rap albums, man.
Became a rapper, so it's like.
Nah, back in the day, like in Chicago, it was a group of cops, and they made a rap album. It was fun. It was tight. I ain't gonna say it was fun. It was pretty tight. It was cold, bro, but it was like they was talking about locking people up. It was rap. It was hardcore rap. But police officers, they do it, man. But the thing I'm saying is that it don't mean, everybody snitching, it's not like that, man. I just think Rick Ross is a cold rapper. I love his music, love his raps. I think he's got some tight skills and he worked on it and it sounds good. But at least pay the people that you learn from, man, because he learned from this guy, really, Freeway Ricky Ross, because if he didn't know him in jail, like I thought they bumped heads in jail and he just literally took this man's name. But if he didn't know him in jail and he just take this man's name and then find out who he is and then learn what he did, it's interesting. It probably was meant to be, because I'm going to tell you, if they come together, they're a force. But separate, the way that he's fighting for $1 million, he owe him this money. Come on, man. What can you accomplish? You know, he's going to be spending Freeway Ricky Ross seems like he's spending the rest of his life trying to let people know that, look, man, this man owe him. And then Rick Ross is thinking like, I'm going to keep this, you know, I ain't giving it to no, you know, I ain't paying nobody. And that's not the attitude we need to be focusing on, my
Ryan
people.
said Rick Ross seems very, very humble.
Yeah, he does. He does. He seemed like the type that would get that money. He should go ahead and pay Freeway Ricky Ross. I would love to see, you know, I'm going to tell you, I would love to see them two together, shaking hands, kicking it. Can you imagine kicking back, smoking a fat cigar at the beach like, man?
He also said, I think he should give Freeway something.
He should.
Yeah, he should.
He should, man. He should break bread with my man.
Yep.
You know, because Freeway Ricky Ross, man, he been through some serious stuff, and it's real. You know what I mean? So, and it's kind of messed up what he went through. That's cold in the mud. CIA, man, and all that shit. Nah, man, you shouldn't go through that. Even he didn't ask for that lifestyle, man. It just seemed like it was put on him. You know what I mean? And then somebody steal your name. That's the thing that really had me bother. You know, but anyway, let's check out what he's saying, man. Check it out, because this is deep, 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 deep.
Room lying like that. I would have been
That's the dumbest. But that's impossible. If he's rapping about drug dealing and money, it's impossible that he doesn't know who you are. Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
Not possible.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Everybody.
Joe Wright. And everybody can see it, man. That's why I want to chop it up about this. I've always wanted to chop it up about this subject. I appreciate y'all coming in and kicking it with us on this, because I've always wanted to cover it and chop it up about, you know, this situation with Freeway Ricky Ross, man, because I've seen all the documentaries, and, you know, Rick Ross ain't sitting up denying any of it, you know, which, you know, if it's not true, he made up that story. That's his denial of it. Nah, man. Then somebody took Freeway Ricky Ross' name and gave it to him. That don't mean it's his name. You know what I mean? Somebody said, "Oh, now you Ricky Ross. Now you Rick Ross, because you got that swagger." You know what I mean? You know how people give you a nickname, man. I got a lot of friends that do that, man. Give you a nickname because you got that swagger like that other person. Yep. You know what I mean? But you know that ain't your name. He go start, you know, making movies off the name.
And songs, and all
you know,
that.
Become a big time rapper off the name because somebody gave it to him and didn't do research on who the name, who he walking around talking about the dude. You know, man, this is crazy. Check this out.
I knew who you were. I had heard the story.
Well, you know,
I don't even remember when I read about it.
When Gary Webb published a story in '96 with the San Jose Mercury News, my name.
We got comments, man.
One of the biggest names in the country.
Wow, let's see.
No, we ain't got no comment.
Okay, it looked like
we got that one that he said he think.
Okay,
about, yeah,
that's cool, man. Y'all comment, man. Let me know y'all out there. You know what I mean? And please let your friends know. Subscribe. We come on every weekend, man. We like a weekend late night show. You know what I mean? But we be covering everything. Me and Quave, man, we be lounging. Be sure to check us out on Roku. You can download the Roku on the Roku TV, and then go to Hot Rush TV, and then click on Scuba Kane Show, and then you'll go in. You'll see my big picture right there posting, you know, and then you go in there, click it, and you in our show. It'll be live right now. If you was on what you're seeing right now, wherever you're viewing it, if it's Facebook, YouTube, you can see this same show on Roku. Actually, when we go off the air, we still on Roku. Shout out to Roku until we actually get the programs going for what's going to play next on.
Wait,
But man,
that's a
I got a lot of love for y'all. Please comment,
He
hang out with us.
said-
Who we got a comment?
Yeah, the guy said Freeway need to talk to Rick Ross about it, I guess.
Yeah, he do, man. What's the guy name who commented?
The God.
The God. What's up? The God out there. Man,
It's
what's
really,
up? I
It's
like
really
that.
the God of 2K, but he's
The guy
I
2K.
just
That's what's
said
up,
the
man.
God.
What up, man? Come hang out with us. And you right, man. He do. I think they need to break bread, man,
they
and
just-
shake hands. Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
cool,
They
man?
just
If
need to
them
talk.
two, you see a picture of them two, Rick Ross right there, Freeway Rick Ross. You know what I mean? Come on, man. They icons.
Yeah.
You know what I
They need to
mean?
just get together.
That's love right there, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would happen. It's gonna happen one day. I see it. You know what I mean? Because it's all stupid. Like it just okay. I got the name. Here you go, bruh. Let's go hang out. Boom.
Yeah.
I got the name. You want a couple meal? I made Rick Ross be like, I made some meals using it. Here you go, Freeway Ricky, man. Thank you, man. Brother, let's go smoke a cigar and kick it at the beach and relax and enjoy this fame. You know what I
think he
mean?
should.
They should, bruh. It's
It'd
stupid.
be cool.
You know, it's just I don't get it. But let's see what Freeway talking about, man. I'm just breaking down. This is an interview he did, on what show was that? The Joe Experience. Yeah, y'all know who it is. Anyway, he cool, it's sad that he had to go through this, man. Let's see what he's saying.
Somebody said it would be nice to see Freeway show up on a music video with Ross.
Who said that?
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan. Yeah, it would, bro. That'd be
It would be
cool.
dope.
I'm telling you, man, that's some dope stuff right there. You know, and think about it. These guys already got names, so it's gonna just be everybody gonna rush to see it. It's gonna tear the charts off on YouTube.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's right there, man. That's right there, big news. But I think it'll happen, man. I think it's gonna happen. Because it should. It's supposed to.
I feel like it'd be a dope combination and stuff like that.
Yeah, man. It's supposed to. Rick Ross, Freeway, Ricky Ross, and Rick Ross should be tight, rolling in the Bentley together, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, I hope they don't wait too late. One of them go and pass away. Now it's like, dang, man. You know what I mean? It's like, wow. But anyway, check this out. Freeway, Ricky Ross chopping it up.
Because the story was insane.
It was the first time any story had ever been published on the internet by a major newspaper.
Wow.
Remember, the internet was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's what I said. Didn't I say that, y'all? That's what I was saying. Check it out.
when they published that article on the internet, no story had ever. Because remember, the CIA tried to recall that article, but once it hit the internet, it can't be recalled.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
tried to
Nah,
recall
because
the
once
article.
people
you don't
see it.
remember?
I don't.
The printed copies they stopped doing. They took the CIA emblems off and everything.
Really?
Yeah, they made them take all that stuff off. But the internet couldn't be, you couldn't take it back at the time. Once it hit the internet, it's like, boom, it's all over the world.
Once it
Uh-huh.
on anything on the internet, people see, that's it, man. He right.
Right.
When you hit that button, ain't no recall.
Right.
Mm-mm.
When you put something on that thing and you hit that button, what you said is what you said. You're gonna have to live with that.
Right.
Mhm.
So when it went viral, it was nothing they could do, and it just went crazy. So everybody picked it up.
I remember that, bruh. I'm telling you, I remember that story coming out on the internet. I remember it. It's just my man Freeway Ricky Ross shouldn't have to go through any of that, man. What kind of people our CIA, and then how can you go now? They should have changed the CIA name after that came out, because how can you now say you're helping us, or you're out here and you're doing this and that? How, man? You did something so bad and then go arrest people for doing it now? Come on, man. You selling drugs now and being no. It shouldn't even be arrest for selling drugs now. It should be counseling and help people get jobs. If y'all agree, come on, let me know, man. You should be arresting people because they selling drugs.
That's messed up.
You know, it should be you should get a job, get them in a job, help them out, find out why people are selling drugs and try to help bring money the legal way for that person. You know, not do CIA thing and start supplying the community. You know, that was wrong. And that's why I say, how can you still say you're CIA and you're doing this to help people?
Ryan said crimes,
You know what I mean?
crimes in action.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really in action
yeah.
right now. But it's just everybody's doing it's not everybody illegal in the whole system, you know, it seems like it's corrupted.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And my man Freeway Ricky Ross shouldn't have had to go through. I just feel bad that he went through that, man. And then the time off his life in jail, they was cold. They should have. That man should have been free. You know, he explained his story. Everybody know was exposed. He exposed them. Now it's time to give him his life. You don't take nobody's life. That's cold, man. That's cold. I feel the government should give him some money. Y'all feel like the government owe my man Freeway Ricky Ross for all the time that he did in jail. They don't owe him for nothing. Just the time that they took from his life that the CIA was supplying him. You know, our government should not take him and put him in jail for these. You understand what I'm saying, Quave?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all
Yeah.
tell me what y'all think. Freeway Ricky Ross shouldn't even been in jail. Once he told his story, he shouldn't have been in jail. They should have let this man free because the government had something to do with it, and they was doing the illegal. He free. Boom. No, they lock him up, and then come on, man, that don't even make no sense.
It don't.
How you lock a man up and you supplying them with the drugs and you the cops?
The guy,
CIA.
The guy said, I don't think he should have went to jail.
Nah, bruh.
No, he
Freeway
shouldn't
Ricky
have.
Ross shouldn't have did no time at all. Period,
Nope.
bro. That's wrong. And our system is that bad. I'm scared. Come on, if our system that bad, man, we all should be scared because they
Yeah.
could just come in and do this and then destroy your life and then don't give you anything. Then come on, man, they ran this man through the mud and took his name. Not only did they take his life, the man took his damn name, bro. This man got a reason. It's sad that he's fighting to the end of his life. It's because our government should be paying Freeway Ricky Ross right now. Right now. They owe him. They know it. You don't take nobody's life. And it's just the time that he spent in jail. That's what they owe him. They don't owe him nothing else. I don't think he got anything for that. If he did, y'all let me know. Did the government pay him after he get out of jail for doing time for working for our government, set to put drugs in our community and poison everybody?
That's
I mean,
dirty.
you know what I mean? Did he get, you know, some love back?
I don't think that was
Should, man. And that's a real, I'm being 100, man. You don't do that to nobody, man. And then now he got to run around and fight for his name. And now he got to run around and let people know he wasn't the one. He was pushed in this game and he was forced by our government to do these things. Come on, they made a movie about it, y'all. Man, I'm telling you, it's a series. Sunflower, I think it was. Man, check that out. That's why I know a little bit about his story as well, because I watched that series. It's good. John Singletary, before he died, rest in peace, John Singletary. He that was one of his movies. But
Ryan said government ain't gonna give him SH.
nah. And they should, man. They should, man, because they was a part of the whole ordeal. The whole ordeal. They should. And that's not fair to our government be like that, man. Somebody should have mailed this man a check from $1 million check. You know what I mean? You know, that would have been cool, bro.
He said otherwise that would be, Ryan said otherwise that would make them lock.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not cool.
That would make them lock guilty.
Yeah. But
I mean, look guilty.
yeah, that make them look guilty.
Yep.
Yeah, it would. It would make them look guilty. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. And that's cold blooded. And so a lot of people got to be prepared for these things to happen to them. If they could do this, then think about how the government looking. We could pinpoint anybody in the neighborhood, poor, broke, no money, bring drugs to them, make them sell these things. And then, come on, man. And we all could have fell victim for that. Who don't want that kind of money? And you protect it? Come on, he was protected. You know what I mean? If you watch the series, you know what I'm saying. He was protected, And all I'm saying is, and then top it off, Rick Ross still his name.
Yeah.
They didn't make a movie about that. They should make a movie about Rick Ross stealing his name.
That'd be a crazy movie. I ain't gonna lie.
Can you imagine that movie?
That'd be a crazy movie.
I mean, actually show Rick Ross getting the name, and then show Freeway Ricky Ross fighting his case, and his name gets stolen while he in there fighting his case against CIA.
Make a whole movie about
That's a cold movie. He got all kind of movies that could be made, man, on his life, man. So that's a blessing, but
CNN,
let's see what he's saying.
Nightline, Dateline, 2020. I'm doing like 6 interviews for my jail cell every day.
That's what's up.
Every day, people coming out talking to me. And I told you, that's when the CIA came down. The CIA came to my jail cell and interviewed me. The CIA, the OIG, Congress, Maxine Waters. I mean, it was like, fuck, I become a celebrity in jail. Like, they start treating me different.
What did the
that's
CIA
cool.
say to you in jail?
What did I know about cocaine, being trafficked by the Contras? Which, I didn't really know about the Contras. I knew Danilo. I don't know about no damn Contras. And, I knew.
You knew the guy who was supplying you.
Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know if he was a Contra or CIA informant, or I don't know none of that shit. I never cared. I'm an illiterate, 28, 30-year-old guy from South Central, never watched the news, and I had heard about the Iran-Contra stuff, but that shit didn't mean nothing to me. Had no effect on South Central LA. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know that my prices and my drug quality depending on what happened over there. I'm not paying no attention to that. I'm just worried about, man, my drugs gonna get here on time. Mm-hmm. Is it gonna be cheap? Is it gonna be good?
Yep. Yeah, he, like I said, they just pinpoint anybody in the hood. We all could fell victim to that, man. He was just one they pinpoint. That ain't cool, man. That was like, they used him as an experimental. I don't know what they was doing, man. But y'all let me know if that was right. Y'all know, man, the CIA ain't right for that. Go in the neighborhood, find a broke person, and give them drugs to move through the community and make money. Come on, man. You don't do that to people that ain't got money and play with them. You help them. You give them stuff. You figure it out. There's ways to figure it out. Not bring drugs and then arrest them and shoot them and kill them, and then have all these cops running around shooting. And, you done put the drugs on the street. Cops shooting people when they catch them with drugs, but the cops are the ones putting it on the street. You know what I mean? And then, come on, man. That's why this whole drug thing, I think, it needs to be re-looked at, and instead of locking people up and running these sting operations, it never worked. Nothing ever worked. The only thing that worked is fix it. Give people counseling. Give people, help. And figure it out. But you don't lock them in a cell because you don't smoking crack. That don't make no sense. First of all, the withdrawal gonna kill them.
Yeah.
So you murdering. Everybody know that if you're hooked on drugs and you don't have them, you're gonna have withdrawals. And if you put this person in a jail cell and they're junkie, you basically killing them, because you gotta book them in, and this withdrawal is slowly coming. Eventually they're in the cell. Now they fiending. Now you the cop and locked them up. You booking them and trying to get them to the regular people down there and dressed out and see if he gonna bond out. But he's an addict, so he's withdrawing, and them withdrawal symptoms can kill people. That's why you should more or less seek help for the people instead of lock them up. And Freeway Ricky Ross wouldn't have went through any of that if they were counseling, the thing and all that, selling for the drugs and war. America got enough money to print and pay for the war. They didn't need drugs. They don't need drugs. They could go print it. How you need drug money when you printing the money?
No,
They
yeah,
playing
that's
people
crazy.
stupid, man.
That's messed up.
Y'all, please tell me if I'm tripping. How do America need CIA run drugs through the community for money to do this over here? It must have been more crooked. It must have been because they say Reagan did all this and has some. How Reagan got to do Reagan doing something and they could just print up the money, you know what I mean, from the White House and do what they got to do.
That's just messed
Think
up.
about what I'm saying. They decided to take drugs, flood the community with drugs. It's more about it. It wasn't just the war over there.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was poisoning the community. That's what it had to be, because with drugs, because America has money to print and use that printed money for anything they want, or they have control of digital, the money is in there. So no, I think my man was involved in some inside experimental CIA bull, you know what I mean? Period, bro. Period. They took this man's life away from him, and he's still on the news talking. Did you hear what he said? He was in jail and they came and interviewed him. Get him out of jail. Bruh, he telling you a story that happened for real and naming names of people, and you know it. So, come on, quit playing games, man. Keep it 100. This ain't no TV show. This man did time. Freeway Ricky Ross did time of his life that he can't get back at all. He can't get none of that time back, bruh. And the government interviewing him in jail, and not Maxine Water go in and interview him in jail, but you don't let this man out right
That's
there.
dirty.
He should have walked out with Maxine Water. He shouldn't even been doing time, period, when you got that kind of information.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank, bro.
So
That's what
when
I
all that
gotta
stuff was
check
coming
this out.
about. They wanted to know how much money I was making. Who I bought drugs from, what years I bought drugs. Just a whole, basically like an interview.
So how do you think it worked? Do you think there's like a rogue element that was inside of the government?
Oh,
that's-
absolutely,
so-
absolutely. But I not mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Because it was a rogue element to it. But the rogue element come from the top as well.
Mhm.
Not
Something
that
was
they
wrong.
necessarily sanctioned it, but they knew about it.
Nah, bruh, they sanctioned it. It was all the way from the top to the bottom, but it was not what they claim to just be for. It was an experiment. It was just too much going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to understand this. Not only did the CIA mess up Freeway Ricky Ross' life, they messed up a whole community of people. They put them drugs out there to life, and blaming the community for the drugs when they're coming overseas.
Somebody said if they going to do that, they just need to take drugs off the street.
Straight up,
Yep.
because it's not fair. I do not think anyone should get locked up for any selling drugs, smoking drugs, eating drugs. I don't give a care, because it's people trying to make a living. People want to enjoy life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all about counseling and helping and reaching out to the community and seeing what's wrong and trying to resolve it. That's what I'm thinking. Why ain't that happening? Why ain't that happening? I mean, all this, we're going to give them shelters down. No, shelters is not what a person need when they're on drugs. They need talking to, counseling, and help. They need, and that's more jobs. If they get counselors, you're opening up jobs for counselors. It's opening up jobs for people. I thought we was about opening up jobs, right? So you can open up jobs and give new counselors jobs, and then these counselors can go counsel these people, and boom, boom, boom. Everybody's working and things is getting taken care of. That ain't what we see. That's not what's going on, period. What's going on is crooked stuff. And then the people doing it want to lock other people up when they the crooked ones. Don't make sense that you can't run a country like that because people can see through that. You know, that ain't, you know, look, Rick Ross is talking about it. He ain't the only one, man. There's more. How many other more that ain't talking about it? You guys ever thought about that? How many more Rick Ross is there that the CIA did this to? Think about that right there. And I'm not against nothing in our country or CIA. I just think there's better ways to do things instead of getting people involved in some illegal stuff, and they were not illegal at first. You ruin their life, man. Who does that? That's cold, bruh. But let's check out what Ricky Ross said. Then we gonna get up out of here. Let's just see what he's saying, man. Cause it's getting close to our time, Quave. But let's check out a little bit more.
And
they turned a blind eye.
Mm-hmm. You know, it was a saying. Nancy Reagan said, "Say no," and Ronald Reagan said, "Act like you don't know."
Wow. With that being said, man, we're gonna leave it at that. Y'all feel like my boy Freeway Ricky Ross should got a better hand? He got a bad hand dealt? Let me know. Hit the comments. I'm Scuba Kane. That's Quave. Y'all can get his music on Spotify. Quave, QWOVAY. Check him out. Searching in the search engine. Man, support us, man. Check out his music. He got that street drill. I love some of his stuff, man. And also, y'all check me out, Scuba Kane. You know, if you guys want beats or what, so I also produce beats. So if you want some cold beats, hit me up. ScubaKane@gmail. We about to get up out of here, but we still be on Roku. If you still got Roku, we're gonna be on Roku for a minute until we get the next program. But with Facebook and YouTube, man, we out the building. Catch us on the next show. And let us know what you think, man. Let us know what you think. What up, Quave?
No, I just said peace out.
You got anything you want to tell the crowd, man?
Honestly, I'm just working on something. Y'all gonna see.
Okay.
Y'all gonna see.
You had a game? No, we didn't have a game, huh?
What game?
That one video game that came out. You said a new game came out.
Oh yeah, I knew it's Valorant. It's not really new, but it's on PS5 right now.
Okay.
Go ahead, cop it. Do what you got.
What's the name of it?
Valorant.
Okay. We're gonna check it out.
Take care, guys.
Man, we got a lot of love. Thanks for the support.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
Man, straight up, Ryan. Check us out every show, man. We talk about different subjects all the time. So, you know, this one really touched me. So I got kind of a little deep into that. But, you know, man, we talk about everything. Anyway, we out. Check us out on Roku. Get the app on your phone. Don't forget, get the app on your phone. Hang out with us. We got radio stations on there. We're live on there. It's the Flame. When you go to Google, if you got an Android, it's on Android and the iPhones. If you want to get it on iPhones, you can go to the website and then check it out on the website and pay for a subscription there. But that's live, y'all, as y'all can see.
Ryan said I will.
Definitely, Ryan. Appreciate you, bro. Definitely. So, with that being said, we're going to catch y'all on the next show. Check out some reruns. Follow my Facebook Scuba Kane, man, 1. And check out some of the rerun show because I run a lot of rerun shows on there. But with that being said, we out of here, man. It's been love, peace, and we're gone.
It's Scuba Kane. 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 It's Scuba Kane.